Hello students, as in the previous module we discussed about the classification of resources. After that in this module we are going to discuss about the development of resources. Students, as here given, the resources are vital for survival of human being and maintaining the quality of life. So your meaning of vital is that is very important. Unless and until we use the resources, we cannot maintain the quality of life, we cannot enjoy the life as the different facility we use in our life. It was believed that the resources are free gift of nature, but it doesn't. As you know, the resources are result of human activities. When human being use the natural things or whatever the things in nature, that becomes resource afterward. Unless and until human being use it, that cannot become resource. As a result, human being use them indiscriminately. Indiscriminately, that without any kind of planning, with a very faster speed. And because of this, the resources has means this type of use of resources led to the following major problem. What are these problems? First one is the depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of few individuals. Means these resources are used by few or very less number of greedy people to satisfy their needs. They may be rich, they may be more advanced in technology and rich in financial capacity, and because of that they are using the resources more and more. For example, the developed country like USA, such countries are using a lot of resources in comparison to developing countries, and that way most of the resources are going in these kind of people's hand. Then accumulation of resources in few hands. According to that only, if we think about this first point, these greed, that greed never ends. We keep on satisfying the people, and if it is need, of course it can be satisfied, but if it is greed, it never ends. And as much as the resources are given to them, that requirement, that desire, that hunger continue to increase. So that way this greed can never be satisfied. Then accumulation of resources in few hands, which in turn divide the society into two segments: have and have nots, or rich and poor. Of course, when these type of division is there, the rich and poor class in the society, and when there is no planning for use of such resources, then of course the resources will go in hands of rich people, as they have financial capacity, they have resource to buy such resources, they have capital to use such resources. Then of course they will be using the resources more and more in comparison to the poor people. So that way the resources are going in few hands. Accumulation means gathering, collecting. Now indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crises such as global warming. Indiscriminate exploitation means without planning, whatever the s- adverse effects of these resources are coming to the nature. Unless and until we think about this, we cannot solve such kind of problem and will invite such problems. like global warming. You know that there are a number of gases emitted from the industrial use of different resources, and that are increasing few greenhouse gases like methane, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. So such different resources means that different gaseous particles are included in the atmosphere that cause global warming by greenhouse effect. Now ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion, you know that there is a chemical used in different refrigerators, that is chlorofluorocarbon, that react with the ozone gas and cause depletion of this layer, ozone layer. And you know that ozone layer importance, that filter the ultraviolet rays, that does not allow ultraviolet rays to reach on earth, and due to this there is a risk of skin disease. Environmental pollution and land degradation. Environmental pollution, it may be in different forms: the water pollution, the land pollution, that noise pollution, the soil pollution, thermal pollution. Number of pollution can be created by this indiscriminate exploitation of resources. Now, we think about the sustainable development. If we want to solve this type of problems caused due to indiscriminate use of the resources, we have to think about the sustainable development. Sustainable development, sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of future generation. So here important points in this definition is without damaging the environment, and there is no compromise with the needs of future generation. So we are trying to develop ourselves in such a way that there is no harmful effect on environment due to the present development, and we are not compromising anyway by the needs of future generation. Means we are trying to conserve, we are trying to preserve, we are trying to save the resources for future generation, so that whatever development we have achieved by the using of these resources, that should be available for the future generation also, because that will be of course needed by that people in future. And in an equitable distribution of resources has become essential for a sustained quality of life and global peace. Unless we think about this equitable distribution, means the resources should be distributed in such a way that wherever need of the resources are there for the development of that different region, that should reach properly. Otherwise we'll see there will be a difference in the economic development, and that difference in economic development brings contradiction in the society, brings dispute in the society because of that imbalance in the economic growth. And that way we cannot achieve this global peace, we cannot bring this quality of life. So that way equitable distribution of resources are required, and that is generally done by the government of different countries. If the present trend of resource depletion by a few individuals and countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. There is no doubt in this. If the same process continue as we are using the resources indiscriminately, that resources will finish in near future, and the future of our planet will be in danger due to lack of the resources. The future generation will not get these resources for their own development, and that way there will be a problem in future. Therefore, resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life, whether plants, animal, birds, and human being. All these are part of this sustainable existence. So that way resource planning is must. Sustainable existence is a component of sustainable development. Unless we think about sustainable development, our existence is not sustainable. Our existence is not possible to sustain for longer. So that is why we need to think about the sustainable development. And for this, there was a summit held in Rio de Janeiro, that Earth Summit held in 1992. In June 1992, more than 100 heads of states met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil country for the first International Earth Summit. It was the first time when these many number of people collected, assembled at one place to think about sustainable development, to think about the problem arising due to indiscriminate use of the resources. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problem of environmental protection and socio-economic development at the global level. So this was organized to protect the environment, to think about the problems coming over the environmental protection and socio-economic development, whatever the imbalance is being created due to the indiscriminate use of the resources by the rich and developed countries, whatever the differences are created in the world, rich and poor, over that problem this summit was held to discuss. The assembled leaders signed the Declaration of Global Climate Change and Biological Diversity. In this summit, the assembled leaders signed a declaration agreement on global climatic change and biological diversity. How to bring this biological diversity, how to maintain this biological diversity, how to protect the biological diversity, and whatever the climatic change is taking place with the passage of time and development, how to balance it, how to make it proper, how to control that change. The Rio Convention endorsed the global forest principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development in the 21st century. So, in this convention, the Global Forest Principle that at least 33% forests should be there in each and every country and all over the world for the existence for the survival of the people, and adopted Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is related to the 21st century. Agenda is any written declaration, and 21st is for 21st century as year given. Sustainable development in the 21st century, to achieve sustainable development in the 21st century. I hope it is clear to you. Agenda 21. What was there in Agenda 21? It is the declaration signed by world leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on and Environment and Development, which took place at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So it was held in Brazil in 1992, the place Rio de Janeiro. It aims at achieving global sustainable development. The aim was achieving global sustainable development, and whatever measures, appropriate measures would be possible, that was decided to be taken by the different countries. And it is an agenda to combat environmental damage, whatever environmental damage was caused, was going on, to solve that, to solve the poverty problem, the disease through global cooperation. You know that disease are of different variety in different countries, and a single country cannot be expert in all. So that way there is need of cooperation on common interest, that all these type of disease is have to be cured. Mutual needs and shared responsibility, and the different countries will help each other to solve these different problems arising existing in these countries. One major objective of Agenda 21 is that every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21. As at the world level there was Agenda 21 decided, set goal was set by the 100 countries. Similarly, each and every country should have their own Agenda 21 in their own country. This was also set an objective of this Agenda 21. Students, after this discussion, there is an activity given in your book, and that I am giving you as a homework. As the question 1 is saying here, imagine if the oil supply get exhausted one day, how would this affect our lifestyle? So students, you have to explain it by your imagination, by understanding the different problems arising due to exhaustion of the oil supply. Next question, plan a survey if it is possible. So I think it is not possible, then of course by telephonic conversation you can ask to your different relatives, different friends, different friends' parents to investigate people's attitude towards recycling of the domestic agricultural wastes. So it is not necessary these days to go personally to ask this question to the people. Instead of this, you can ask these questions on your telephone from the different people, and I suggest to at least 5 people. Ask to at least 5 people. More than that, if possible, very good. And that answer should be written in your notebook. As question is there, what do they think about resources they use? So whatever resources they are using, how are they thinking about the resources? Whether they think to use it efficiently, whether they think to save it properly, save it for future generation, whether they think to save it from wastage. All these, whatever they are doing, they are thinking, you have to write now by observation, by query. What is their opinion about the wastes and its utilization? And college your results. So whatever different questions you will ask to the different friends, relatives, parents of your friends, and that answers you have to collect. Means these three questions all together have to be answered as one question, one answer. So student, I hope you understood this question whichever are given as homeworks, and hope I am ending this class now. So we'll meet in the next module. Thank you, students.